Hello, this is Organization with Olu. Please remember to look at my playlist. We've got videos on digital technology, financial education, economics, and business studies. Today, I'm going to show you how you can smash a 60 marker in change management. Stick around. I think you're going to like what I've got for you. Okay, guys, we're going to go straight on to how you can smash a 60 mark question. On this channel, we teach you how to hit home runs. Okay, just like this. That's what we do on this channel, guys. Teach you how you can smash a home run, score 16 out of 16. So let's go into the structure. Straight away, the first thing you need to do is L1, identify the issue or the problem. That's what you need to do. The first thing you need to do, all 16 mark questions in Unit 15, change management, is L1, identify the issue. Okay. Next, you need to explain. Normally, explain why this is an issue or how it's an issue. It's an explain. L2 is explain. Okay, just remember that. That's the structure. L3 is analysis. Normally, the impact. Okay, the impact. When you've done it this way, what would be the impact of doing it that particular way? Once you've explained, then the impact. Okay. And number four, L4 is evaluation. It's varied. It depends on the question. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through a number of questions in other videos and show you how you can specifically do it. But right now, what we're going to do, we're going to look at a couple of questions and see a slight variation in what we need to do. Okay, in terms of how we're going to do L1, L2, L3, and L4. So let's go straight into this. Okay, this is the first kind of question we have. Analyze 4 likely barriers to change. Now, Thursby Limited, Toys Limited, is moving to a new location. However, moving to the new location, some problems have emerged. Okay, and there are barriers to a successful move to the new location. Okay, so the first question is analyze 4 likely barriers to change at Thursby Toys Limited. Which of these 4 barriers is likely to have the greatest impact? That's the L4, that's the evaluation. Which of these 4 barriers are likely to have the greatest impact? On another video, I will show you how you can score maximum marks on evaluation. But right now, I just want you to have a look at this. L1 is identify the 4 barriers. It says 4. It doesn't say 2, it doesn't say 3, it says 4. So identify 4 barriers. That's L1. L2 will be then explain why are they barriers? Why are they barriers? Explain that. Then L3 is an analysis. What is the impact? If these barriers are not resolved, what will be the impact to the change? Okay. And then L4 will be evaluation. That's how you do it on this particular question. Very straightforward. Sometimes we have another question just like this. And it says produce a plan of action showing how Thursby Toys Limited should manage the change of location. Plan of action. So you're going to use your L1, L2, L3 on the plan of action. Okay. Justify the plan of action referring to theories of change management where appropriate. Now that is your evaluation. Can you see how the evaluation is slightly different? Well, very much different from the first type of evaluation. But you apply the structure. L1, produce a plan of action. So in your plan of action, you need to identify the problems. Identify the problems on the plan. Okay. Then the next thing you need to do, L2, is how are you going to resolve this? How are you going to resolve it? Okay, on your plan, action. What are you going to take? What are your steps you're going to take to resolve this? Okay, so that's what you need to do. And L3 will be the analyze. Okay, analyze. Once you've done it this way, what will be the impact? Okay, to the overall plan in terms of managing change. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually show you an example. But before we do this, what we want to do, really want to take information that we're going to utilize from the very beginning. You need to be using the case study from the very beginning. You just use the case study. Now, what we're trying to do here, we're trying to identify problems. Okay, so example, let me just put myself out of here. The problems I've identified straight away, like from Helen. Helen is the human resource manager. Occasionally try and put that when you're referring to Helen, human resource manager, put that down, okay? Because, for example, she said there will be staffing implications. Some employees may choose to leave, especially those that receive the minimum wage, okay? And then if you look at Sadiq also mentioned some of the problems that might incur moving to the new location. When are we planning to tell the sales staff? Some of them will not like the new location. It will involve much traveling. So that's an issue. Another one was from Beryl, who actually spoke about there will be major resource implications. We need to sort out if the relocation is to go smoothly. We are likely to need additional IT support. So that's the kind of information you need in terms of how to start. Okay. So how to start, you've identified the issues. You're going to write a plan of action of how this change can successfully happen, how the move can successfully happen. You need to put it down on as a plan, okay? So plan of action. First thing, L1, identify the problems. So what I've done in implementing a plan for Thursby to successfully manage the change, some issues have to be identified and active solutions have to be incorporated in the plan. Can you see what I've done? That is top marks, guys. If you do that, you're going to get top marks because you're doing the structure. You show that you understand what you're going to do. The examiner knows what you're doing, and therefore you're going to score high marks, okay? See what I've done. I've applied the case study straight away. Always look to apply the case study. According to the case study, there are some issues that have been identified. The need for additional IT support to operate new IT systems. This was highlighted by Beryl. Now, I would actually write her position as well. Okay, you can add a position as well. Another problem that's been identified was the possible dissatisfaction of employees due to extra traveling. This was cited by Sadiq. Okay. In addition, some employees would be unhappy still receiving minimum wage. This was said by Helen. Again, put her position. Okay. So what do you need to do? You need to write down a plan. So what's the first step? The first step, you've identified the issues. Now, the first step is action. What are you going to do? How are you going to put down in, what are you going to do in the plan to resolve the issues? Okay. What action are you going to take? That's the next step. The next thing is explain the action you're going to take in your plan. Okay. The first step is to incorporate the use of IT support within the plan. It would be a good idea to find out what the gaps in skills the employees have. Initially, sending out a simple questionnaire to be filled out by employees. This would be anonymous as the plan would aim to meet specific needs of employees, okay? Then within the plan, I would allocate time slots for small groups of employees to receive training on the new TILs. Where did I get the information from? I got the information from the case study, okay? Always talk in context and other IT issues that might crop up. Also within the plan, I would include an IT help desk, okay, which will further support employees. That's the kind of way you're going to actually start the question, okay, because it's a relatively tough question. It's different from other questions, but you just need to focus on the plan, okay? Go back to the question. What does it say again? It's really, really important to actually understand the question, okay? This question is asking you to write a plan. And that is really, really important. Okay, produce a plan of action. So you're producing a plan of action. Okay, you're writing down the steps, identify problems. You write that down in the plan. These are the problems. This next thing is explain what you're going to do in the plan to resolve these problems. Okay, that's what you're going to do. And then the impact of the plan, the overall plan. What have you done? The actions that you've taken, you've explained the steps you've taken. What is the impact of what you've done, okay, within that plan? How is that going to be managed, okay? What would be the result of what you've done? That's where you analyze it. And obviously, L4 will be you utilize theories of change management in order to make the change stick. And we're going to do that in another question. How to make the change stick. In the plan, this is what you're going to do. You've done the plan. You need to monitor the change and make it stick. And that's where we're going to use theories of change management. So hopefully you've understood this. Please smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you again. Bye.